these were like it was a community of about 1,000 people, and they were pretty much all from California. And so, oh, you guys met us in the middle, you know. It was like just a place for us to live for a while. But eventually, we felt that it was better to keep going south. We ended up walking all the way to Alabama, and ended up at a Zen Center in Alabama. You probably think I'm lying. There was a Zen Center in Alabama, actually, at that point. But eventually I did get back out to California a few years later, and eventually I shaved my head, became a Zen monk, lived in Korea. Eventually got my PhD at Berkeley. Taught college for quite a few years, met Madeline in Switzerland, and then we decided, you know, to just travel to Unity churches, because I think really this is the place where the teaching is coming through very clearly, and we're free to actually make an effort to unfold this teaching in a way that is authentic. And this is really, I think, the foundation of the spiritual impulse and of developing our intuition and connecting with the inner joy that is our true nature. So I'll just close with this idea. I remember when I was, you know, on this walk with my brother, and we're somewhere maybe, you know, in West Virginia or, you know, in Appalachia, and we had no reason to be happy, right? We didn't have any security. We were not doing what we were supposed to be doing. And yet I remember for the first time in my life, I had these moments of just overflowing joy, you know, that had no reason in the outer world. And I think that's something to be very aware of, that our true nature, our natural, our consciousness, our awareness, our true self is joy that doesn't need any reason. We don't have to be happy because we got something or someone said something nice. It's our true nature is joy if we're living our lives. And that's, I think, the greatest gift that intuition in many ways gives us, is to live our unique life for the inner guidance of our true nature. And then when we're doing that, we naturally have a sense of, deep down, of joy. It doesn't mean that our life is suddenly easy, necessarily. It could be very challenging, but we are living our life authentically. And I think when we do that as individuals, not only is our life satisfying, but then we automatically encourage others to do the same thing. And when we have a whole community of people who are doing the inner work of awakening spiritually and the intuition and questioning the official stories of our society based on competition and exploitation of land and resources and people and animals, and actually connect with our true nature, and we create that kind of a community, then we're doing something. I think, you know, coming to this planet, we have a few decades where we can live here, we can dance and sing and live our life, to live our life in a way that sends out this message, this unity message, that there's one life, and that our true nature is joy. And I think then we're fulfilling the teaching of all the traditions. So in the Buddhist tradition, there's this idea of the three jewels. The three jewels is the Buddha, which is our awakened nature, the Dharma, which is the teachings that help us to understand what we need to do to awaken, you know, our Buddha nature, and the Sangha. The Sangha is the community of aspirants who are yearning to awaken to their true nature. And the Buddha at the end of his life said, with that, he said, there is no Buddha and there is no Dharma without the Sangha. The community, we're here to bring this teaching to the generations. From each generation has to do that. And so there's no greater gift we can give, not only to ourselves and our loved ones, but to the world, and to make the effort to be part of a Sangha, to bring this living teaching on to the next generation. Much love to you all. Thank you very much. Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I'll just say a couple words about the workshop then, just very briefly. Okay. So yeah, actually the World Peace Diet has now been translated into 16 languages. We've been traveling around the world and doing lectures. Just got back from Africa and Dubai. But it's really great to see it's based on basically understanding the core of our society, the hidden programming, and learning to have kindness and compassion and caring and justice for all living beings, animals, ecosystems, future generations, hungry people, as well as ourselves. So if you want to go on a real adventure, read the World Peace Diet. Also, I'll just say a couple quick words about we're giving a workshop tomorrow, actually, from 1 to 3 on developing intuition right here, and it's on a donation basis. Albert Schweitzer said the key to happiness is good health and a short memory. And he's pointing at this idea, I think, that when we can come into this present moment and be aware, then we can connect with our intuition. So Madeline, let's give a hand to Madeline. Madeline's my wonderful wife. She's a visionary artist in Switzerland. We'll be doing this workshop tomorrow and basically sharing some techniques of meditation and imagery along with music and art to help everyone who's attending connect with your own unique way of accessing your intuition. So feel free to join us tomorrow at 1 o'clock for that. And then this afternoon at 1:45, I'll be doing a concert here, and Madeline will be joining me actually on the silver flute on some of the pieces as well. So it's a concert of original music, using music in the ancient way as a vehicle of consciousness for healing. So I hope you can join us for those events. And Madeline's paintings are available. She has quite a few. If anyone wants to bring them home, we have stuff out on the table. Much love to you. Thanks. Thanks so much, everybody.
All right, thank you, Will. So nice to have you with us today. How many people have seen or heard Will Tuttle before? Yeah, look at that, Will. Yeah. And that's because we get a lot of people coming down here from all different kinds of churches. So that's great, terrific. Good, well, we look forward to your gifts this afternoon and tomorrow. All right, this is the time in our service when we get to contribute our tithes, our blessings, our love offerings. And so as you're ready, let us say our affirmation. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am grateful. So now we're going to work it. Because it works when we work it. It does work when we work it. When I work it, my good comes pouring through. It works when I work it, these principles are true. It works when I work it, my joy is multiplied. Everyone who asks receives, and every seeker finds. Everyone who asks receives, gonna come up and help me, Leora? Where are you? Here she comes. She can't see her head by the media stand. Come on up here. We have Leora with us, and she told me she is 5 now. She is not 4 anymore. She is 5. And she decided when she was 5 she wanted a different hairdo, and it looks like an older kid, I have to tell you. So here's what you do. You put your hands over all the basket money here, and you want to do that? You put your hands over it like this. There you go. All right. And we're blessing it on behalf of all the children of the world. And we bless the giver of the gifts. And we know that we are creating for the children of the world a world that is more peaceful and more sustainable, kinder and loving. A world which we all know that we are one. And we give thanks for these truths and for all the teachings of Jesus the Christ. Amen. All right. Thank you, Leora. Alrighty, so now we get in our 2 big community circles. If you're here for the first time, you want to position yourself so you see the screen if you do not know the peace song. Right over here.